we received it for 3,300 years so far, but until this is going to happen, we are going to establish it this time for eternity. As you know, the Jews never, unfortunately, all of the Jews in the world did not stick to the laws. And many of them are not aware of most of the laws. But this time it will be for eternity, which will mean that this covenant that we're going to make is not possible that it's going to contradict what we receive in the Torah. Why? Because in many places in the Torah, and I'm sure you heard it many, many times, the Torah says clearly, this is the Torah for you and your children for eternity. La'ad u'le'olmei olamim means forever, for eternity. Many places in the Torah warned the Jew not to erase one mitzvah from the Torah or not to modify the Torah in any way, and the punishment for that is execution. If a Jew adds any word to the Torah based on his own opinion or erase the letter from the Torah, something like this has to be cleaned from the nation of Israel. Now, my question to you was, if I'm coming and claiming in front of the crowd that Jesus is the Messiah and he has a divine power, and I'm bringing in my book a quote that he warned his students, those were his original followers, which are much better than the followers today, 2,000 years later. And he told them, be careful not to ever modify the Torah. And not only that, there's one thing I did not mention, but this is one more sentence that he told them. He told them clearly over there, everything the rabbis, Chazal, the sages, the Prushim, are telling you, you must do. So we find from here, not only that he admits that the written Torah is the truth of God, the oral Torah, which were passed from generation to generation, are 100% valid, and he warned his students not to change. Now we have a serious problem. Because as you already directed us that no one is allowed to change or to modify the Torah in any way, and if he does such a thing and teach to others, he will be cursed by God, we come to a series of problems that apply to him himself. Some of the things, first of all, it's like this. He comes and say, through the entire New Testament, he called himself like a regular human being. And not only that, when one time he said, Son of God, the crowd wanted to stone him to death. And he said, what do you want? All the Jews called the sons of God. As the Torah says, Banim atem la'Hashem Elokechem. You are the children of God. I chose you from all the nation to be my nation. So I'm only one of them. He did not answer, I am a special son of God, different than all the Jews. What do you want from me? I'm one of them. But I'm nothing different than all the other Jews. That's my understanding from that. So my question to you was, just to make it sharp to the point. The point is instructions, and everything you're going to speak in the next hour or the next year here, it's irrelevant because you are not following his instructions. And if he's your hero, and if he's the Messiah, and if your future depends on his hand, how do you not obey his will to his students, his instruction to his students? That was my question, but before I finish the question, I would like to ask you something that relates to it, and this is it. In the beginning of the book of Matthew, chapter 1, for those who do not know the story of the New Testament, this is how it starts. There's a person, Joseph, he meets a woman named Miriam, Yosef and Miriam, Joseph and Mary, Yusuf, it depends on how you want to call it, but it's the same person. Joseph, he got engaged with Miriam, two Jews, two regular Jews. He got engaged. In the old days, the engagement used to take place, and a few months later, the chuppah and moving together were taking place only a few months later. When he comes back later, he finds out that his fiancée, remember, fiancé is not today, like you give her a ring and it's over. Fiancé means they already had kiddushin. He put a ring on her hand. She is already Eshet Ish, almost 100%, with some changes. And he comes back and he finds that she is pregnant, knowing he never touched her. When he asked the question, obviously she needed to save her life. Because in the old day, they did not give reward to prostitutes or to people who will do something against their husbands. So what did she tell him? God came to me and made me pregnant, and this is from the Holy Spirit. And later, of course, the story is that he's going to become the Messiah. My question to you is like this. I'm going to read the beginning of the book of Matthew. Matthew is one of the 4 books. They have Matthew, John, Luke, and Mark. And obviously, if it's...
Can I just interrupt, Joseph?
Yes, please.
Joseph, you've already issued about 5 questions. Would you like to give me an opportunity to address some of those things first?
If yes, let me well, it's all one question actually, because I'm not going to different 5 subjects. I mean...
It sounds like it, though, because I have it broken up into a number of different parts.
Well, so just allow me to finish that and then take your time. Okay, so the book of Matthew and the other 3 books are claimed to be given from a divine origin. And I remember my words throughout this lecture. If you find one mistake in a book that a person handed to you and claim that God gave him his book, one contradiction, one mistake, it's the end of the story. You do not want to waste one more second on that book. Why? How can I follow a book that has such human error? I would like to read to you the descendants of Joseph, right, and Mary, the story. How did it start? According to the Torah, the Messiah, the Mashiach, must be a descendant from King David. This is what the Torah named him, Mashiach ben David, the Messiah, a son of David, which means he has to link to King David. This is what God says in the Old Testament. Comes the people who wrote the New Testament, and they know that the story has to match to the Torah, because it has to be from the same God. There cannot be any contradictions. So they come and describe all the generations from King David until Joseph the carpenter. And why? Because they're trying to link Jesus to King David. If Jesus is not connected to King David, he cannot be the Messiah. Because if he's going to be a grandson of King David, he has a chance. Not necessarily that he's the Messiah, but at least he has a chance. If he's not from the family of King David, as righteous as he may be, he cannot be the Messiah. So here is the book of Matthew coming to tell us how we reach from King David to Joseph the carpenter. Please pay attention to the name. The book of Matthew chapter 1 writes like this. Yosef, the husband of Miriam, he was the son of Jacob, the son of Matan, the son of Eliezer, the son of Eliud, the son of Yachin, the son of Tzadok, the son of Azur, the son of Eliakim, the son of Avihud, the son of Zerubbabel, the son of Shaltiel, the son of Yechanayahu, the son of Yoshiyahu, the son of Ammon, the son of Menashe, the son of Chizkiyahu, the son of Achaz, and so forth and so on. We open the book of Luke. Remember, it must comply with the book of Matthew, because they claim that it was given by God. God does not make such errors. Let's see the way Matthew described the descendants of Joseph the carpenter. Chapter 3, I'm giving the sources. Later you're going to watch the recording. If you want to double check me, please do so. The book of Luke, chapter 3 says, Jesus was the son of Yosef, the son of Eli, the son of Matat, the son of Levi, the son of Malki, the son of Yanai, the son of Yosef, the son of Matityahu, the son of Amos, the son of Nahum, the son of Chisli, the son of Nagi, the son of Machat, the son of Matitya, the son of Shimei, the son of Yosef, the son of Yudah, the son of Yochanan, the son of Resha. 25 differences in the descendants of King David. Now tell me please, if we will open up the Torah and we see Abraham was the father of Isaac, Isaac was the father of Jacob. Jacob was the son of Yosef. Yosef was the son of Ephraim. That we read it in one part of the Torah. And we would open another chapter and speaking about the same family, and instead of that order, it would be from the same book, from the same God supposedly, who would say, Abraham is the son of Matityahu. Matityahu is the son of Menashe. Menashe is the son of Yosef. Yosef is the son of Yitzchak. Yitzchak is the son of Mustafa, and so forth and so on. My question to you is, what other proof you need more than that this book is a complete human error? The order of the descendants, God does not make mistakes. God knows all the orders from King David until he reached Joseph the carpenter. But I have a better question. I mean, it's all one question, don't get me wrong. I mean, I know he presented it 5 different questions, but I disagree because it's all one issue. We are talking now only on one issue. You are describing in 2 books from the evangelist that describe the order of the generation from King David to Joseph the carpenter. Now, my first provision in this question is that there are 25 differences. How can it be if it's from God? And the best part is, why did you waste almost a page to describe us that Yosef the carpenter, he is a grandson of King David, when right there yourself in the book of the New Testament you write that he has nothing to do with Jesus. He's not his father. He was out of town and he came and he found out that she's pregnant. And he asked her what happened, and she said, God is the son of my son. So the father of my son.